This is GIS Preview, connecting you to your government. The World Health Organization, WHO, has declared the coronavirus COVID-19 a global pandemic. To date, there have been no confirmed cases of the coronavirus in the territory. Premier Honorable Andrew A. Foy made a live statement to update the community about the proactive measures the government of the Virgin Islands is taking to try to mitigate the effects of this pandemic.
First, let me inform that on Friday, 13 March, the Cabinet of the Virgin Islands convened a special meeting and endorsed the decision taken by your government that effective Saturday, 14 March 2020, no cruise ships will be allowed to call on the territory of the Virgin Islands within a 30-day period in the first instance. I know that you are following the international and regional news and you are aware of developments in the global cruise industry. So you will understand that this is an unfortunate but necessary measure required at this time in the lifespan of humanity and the British Virgin Islands. We have contacted our cruise partners and advised them of our decision, and we are committed to working with them when and wherever safely possible to transition our business and economies through this period. This is a sacrifice that we must make now to keep us all safe. 2. Cabinet also agreed to the limiting of the number of international ports of entry in terms of passengers to 3. The ports are Terence B. Lettsome International Airport, Rotong and Western Ferry Terminals, and 1 cargo port of entry, Port Purcell, subject to relevant order or legislative amendment. These measures are necessary to facilitate the effective screening of passengers. 3. Cabinet endorsed the establishment of a technical team named the Coronavirus Economic and Fiscal Stability Task Force to make recommendations and provide advice on the economic sustainability of the territory over a 6-month period. The objective is to address the possible economic challenges that our people may encounter as a result of what is happening. The task force will be responsible for monitoring the situation and presenting proactive solutions so that we can remain ahead of the curve. This task force is examining the real, possible, and probable impact of the virus from multiple angles and using this analysis to devise strategies for the BVI to successfully overcome those challenges. 4. Cabinet noted that decisions on price gouging and other related matters will be held with the Department of Trade, Consumer Affairs, Investment and Promotion, as well as other stakeholders. Your government has zero tolerance for this type of negative behavior. 5. Cabinet agreed, effective Sunday, 15 March 2020, to suspend travel to the territory by visitors where that person has traveled to, from or through affected countries as defined by the WHO in its list of special interest countries. 6. Cabinet decided that visitors who travel to, from or through a high-risk country within a period of 14 days or less, immediately preceding the visitor's arrival in the territory, will be subject to enhanced screening procedures and may be quarantined for a period of up to 14 days. 7. Cabinet decided that the Virgin Gorda Easter Festival and the 2020 Spring Regatta be postponed, and that other future mass gatherings will be further reviewed at a meeting of the National Emergency Operations Center on Monday, 16th March.
You have been watching a GIS preview with an update on the government of the Virgin Islands taking proactive measures to respond to the coronavirus COVID-19. For more on this update, view the statement on Facebook at BVI Government.
This has been a message from the Public Information and Awareness Subcommittee of the National Emergency Operations Center.